Tek Torrent Podcast. This is number 40 of the year. How's everyone doing today? We got a fantastic show for you today. It's going to be a real short and sweet one. We're going to be talking about Pax East. If you don't know what that is Penny Arcade Expo. It is a big gaming convention. And that's about it, because I'm going to be busy this week at Pax East. That's right, guys. I'm going to go. We are going to check the chat, see who is here. How's it going, Mr. Gleason? How you doing, Patrick Gleason? We got Soul7. Thank you also, Soul7, for being a loyal follower. That is why you get that purple fish next to you, and you can too. And we got Fixation 500. And yep, that's it for now. Thank you for everyone that is here right now. So yeah. Today's episode is going to be relatively short. I don't got too much going on. I've been pretty busy getting ready for Pax East. Also, I had some issues come up recently that I had to take some mental time to recuperate and kind of relax. And I had a business meeting in Boston. It was a really fancy dinner. I actually got to tell you about this place. So I was in Boston, and I was at this really fancy... It's not like they had a dress code, but it was a 3-course meal. So there was an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert. And every time I finished my food, they took away the silverware and gave me new ones. So after the pre-dessert, or what do you even call it, the bread, which they charged us for, by the way, bread and vegetables and butter. They charged us for it. It's not Olive Garden, right? After I was done with that, they took that all away, like everything, the plates and all. Then they came back with like this tray of forks and knives that are all polished, and they gave us one each. It's kind of funny. I never experienced that before, and they did that every time with every meal. And I've never actually ate at a fancy restaurant like that. It is currently restaurant week in Boston, which means there's some pretty good deals right now. We got like $85, $100 plates for almost half price. It was about $60 a piece after tip and everything, so it was actually a pretty decent deal. It was very good food, best calamari I ever had. I did get a little sick that evening. I don't know if it was related to that, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I would love to do it again. But as you know, I don't know, I felt so... My friend that was with me for the business meeting, they claim that they do this all the time and they're just rich and they're better than me, whatever you want to call it. They're used to it. I was so uncomfortable. Like, the waiter dude came up. He was like super polite. He asked me if I wanted anything. So here's a little tad bit on the eating at a nice restaurant that really surprised me. So I personally do not like ice in my water when I drink water. And every restaurant I go, I ask for water with no ice. But when they come to refill it, they pour a bunch of ice in it anyway, right? At this restaurant, they didn't do that. They were very careful to not put ice in my water, which is kind of nice for once. Let's take a look at the chat real quick. Fixation 500 says, "Oh, intense. Oh, a countdown and intense music. The music's always been intense. Just it's from like the Epic soundtrack or something like that, which I do have a license to use, but YouTube keeps saying I don't. So every time I post, like after this video tomorrow morning, I have to re-upload all my licenses, which is annoying because I gotta do it for every video." Mr. Efren, hi, thanks to daylight savings, 1 hour, I'm here. Yes, and you're still awake. I'm glad to see that, because right now it's 7 o'clock my time, and that means it's gonna be like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. your time. So that's pretty cool. Fixation said breadsticks and salads. Efren says stick salad plates to your vest. Salad plates to my vest? What does that even mean? I don't even understand that. Fixation 500 says business. Yes, it was most definitely a business meeting, for sure. It was I would not eat a fancy dinner like that just normally. It was expensive. Like I wouldn't do that again if I was paying for it, for sure. So guys, as you know, I work as a convention employee, right, at conventions, various conventions, and this coming weekend, in fact, we're going to have PAX East 2023 in Boston, and I am going to be an enforcer in the expo hall. I actually was very, very blessed, very lucky to be chosen to be a zone leader this year. So basically, I'll be controlling. I'll be overlooking the zone and helping other people that are our exhibitor assistants. So I'm like the assistant to the people that are the assistant, if that makes any sense. So I'll be delegating breaks, lunches, and, you know, taking care of any escalations. If someone's misbehaving or if someone's lost or whatever. It'll be a lot of fun. And so this is one of the largest gaming conventions in the East Coast. It is held at the Boston Exhibition and Convention Center, or the BCEC, by the waterfront in Boston. And generally they have a turnstile on the doors of 120,000 people at the end of the 4 days, which is pretty insane. The expo hall itself is rated to hold between 10 and 20,000 people all at once, which is crazy. It's got a nice big parking lot in the back, and it's basically like 3 747 hangars stitched together sideways. So it's imagine 3 of those and a bunch of offices and small buildings around that. That is the BCEC, the Boston Exhibition and Convention Center. So yeah, guys, it's coming this weekend. It starts Thursday. Thursdays are pretty easy to get day to get in, and Sunday as well. Saturday is going to be the hardest. I'm going to post a link right now for anyone that wants to come by. If you will be in the area, you will see me at the convention, and I go by a different name at the convention. You'll see me when I get there. You can't miss me. I'll have the long hair and everything. And I'll probably be holding a camera or a baton, like a light baton, telling people where to go and stuff. So, as I said, guys, I'll be working as an enforcer, and that's just the names we have. We don't actually enforce anything. You know, they got the police for that. We just let them take care of everything. We just sick the police on people, right? So what we do is we basically provide security and safety for all the convention attendees and make them feel welcome. Help anyone that needs help and stuff like that. There's gonna be about 700 of us. Employees of the convention show, so not the convention facility, but of the show itself. And it's gonna be quite a good time. You guys should come by if you are in the area. Tickets are kind of expensive, unfortunately, but you know, if you can afford it, that's great. If not, you know, we'll see each other sometime soon. I do plan on making a trip down to Texas and Chicago, so if you guys are gonna be in those areas, let me know. I'll come by and say hello. Maybe we'll have some dinner. Let's take a look at chat real quick. Soul7 says, yeah, sure, I'll call and get my private jet fueled up. What about your private helicopter, man? I promise I won't be the one flying it. Fixation 500 says, mind my authority. No, it's authoritar or how do they say it in South Park? Authoritar? I think it's, yeah, that's right. Efren says authorita. Authorita. Exactly. Just like in South Park. So it's really funny. We actually do not have that much authority. The most authority I have is basically I can escalate to management saying that there's an issue, or escalate something good. Be like, hey, this exhibitor or this other enforcer did a really good job and I think they should be recognized. I can do that, but nothing else really other than that. Yeah, guys, so I've been playing Call of Duty. For those of you that don't know, it's a first-person shooter, and it's a type of a battle royale with looting and little missions and stuff. So you get dropped into this big map. There's other people there too, other players, other operators in the area. There's missions on the map, and you know, commanders and objectives and goals. It's your standard first-person shooter, and they use all real-world-ish weapons. They're all called something weird though, because they can't call it exactly what it is in real life. I'm not exactly sure the reason. It's probably something to do with the copyright. They even have the electric Hummer in the game, which is kind of nice. It's a cool car to drive. It's got good acceleration, but man, that thing is that's not armored. It's kind of weak. So I've been playing it with this audio compressor for about almost a week and a half now, and I gotta say, it's definitely saved my ears, but it also causes an issue that I didn't even really think about, which makes me wonder if I should make a video about it at all. Maybe I'll do it anyway just to show people it's not a good idea. So when you have an audio compressor, what it does is it takes the highs and the lows and it squishes them down and kind of brings them into the center. That way, I'm talking specifically about volume, not frequencies. So what that does is loud gunshots, it brings them down. Quiet footsteps and stuff like that, it brings them up. It brings them more normalized, and I had like peak limiter on it of that so it doesn't blow up my ears. Now, the issue with having an audio compressor is it does that to everything. So if I'm gonna do this right, I need to make only the game noises come through the audio compressor, because right now I have my headphones on, and that it does everything. So I'll have to buy another piece of equipment like a mixer and have it mix correctly. That way I only mix headphones, the game noises from the compressor and not everything. So here's a problem I'm running into with voice chat. If people have an open mic and they constantly trigger it for stupid reasons, stupid noises, it really is fatiguing on the ears, because it makes all their quiet quiet trigger noises really loud. And if there's someone talking in game with the same thing, it's also really loud, and it's also very fatiguing on the ears. It's actually kind of annoying. Let's take a look at chat real quick. Fixation 500 says, "Excuse me, management, is something happening in the stock room?" Soul 7 says, he says duty, lol. Yeah, duty. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Duty? 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 Call of Duty. Call of Duty. I'm not exactly sure which one that is. Fixation 500 says, stupid noises, kids in the back seat. No, it's actually, so it's, yeah, that does get amplified too, but it's mostly like this and like little touches like that, and typing on your desk, and clanking of glasses, crunching things. It's all weird noises that you normally wouldn't be having amplified. So I would need literally like another $50 to $100 piece of equipment. So I'd be in this almost $200 to get what I want, and I'll have 3 devices in front of me, and that is not ideal. I would really not want that. But yeah, so that's my experience with the audio compressor so far. And guys, I am going to be busy this weekend if I do stream, because I'm going to do like 60 hours in 5 days, so 12 hours a day. I'm going to be really tired. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a live stream this weekend. If not, it'll be Monday or something like that. Or I'll do one maybe like Friday night. I'm going to try to do it Saturday night, but I don't know if I'm going to get out on time. Saturday is the busiest day. The tickets are all sold out, so I'm probably not going to be, I don't know, man. It's going to be difficult, but I'm going to try to do my stream. Maybe I'll do it live from the show floor or something, Who knows? We'll try something. But yeah, that's all I really had for this week. Like I said, it's going to be short and sweet. I'm going to get off here, go have some dinner, and in about an hour, I'm going to hop on, play some more DMZ with people. And of course, I got my delicious Starbucks coffee that'll keep me up all night. I got this morning. It's still half full. Maybe I shouldn't get a giant coffee every morning. Okay, so this is why I get the biggest coffee. This is a Venti, all right? So it's the biggest one. This thing costs $4, okay, from Starbucks. See right there, Starbucks, okay? This thing costs $4. See, here's proof. It is actually mine. Let's see, can you see it? Oh, you can kind of see it. Anyways, so that costs $4. The small size is like $2.39 or something. No, sorry. It's like $2.99 or something like that. So there's like, for double the amount of liquid in the cup, it's not double the price. So I just don't see a reason to get the small one ever, even if you don't need it. Maybe that's how they scam you. I'm not sure. All right, let's take a look at chat. The Fixation 500 says you can get a 2-channel mixer for less than $40. Yeah, but you know how it's gonna be, man. As soon as I get like a mixer, I'm gonna like, okay, dude, I can use another 2 channels. So I'm gonna have like a channel for gaming. I'm gonna have a channel for all these things, and it's just gonna be like, I can't do that, man. I just know it. It's gonna be, I'm gonna need a couple of channels. Soul 7 says, like when one guy's kid came up and said, "Daddy, I pooed." Whoa, yeah, you do smell. I'm not exactly sure what that's referring to, but yeah, basically, that can happen at the shows. I never had that exactly happen to me, but it can happen. Yeah, but anyways, this PAX East is going to be a lot of fun. I'll probably be making some shorts from there. It's going to be really busy, so don't expect too much content from me until after the show regarding that. I've been trying to work on a video before I go, but like I said, this week we had some issues on my personal end and some mental issues, so I've been taking the weekend off and the Friday off to just try to relax and recuperate. And so I've been gaming a lot because it gives me enjoyment. I get to play with my friends on Discord and stuff. So yeah, guys, that makes any sense. I definitely do this for you guys, and I really appreciate it, because one day you'll all pay me. Whoa, what? I didn't say that. It's not about money. Yeah, no, never about money. That's why I started my own Discord. It was never about the money. Soul7 says that was an open mic on the game today. Oh man. Oh man, I don't remember hearing that. It must have been a game when I wasn't there. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and go into the open session, questions and whatnot, go into closing portion of the stream. Don't really have too much more on this subject. Like I said, it's gonna be a quick, short one. I'm gonna try to limit at 30 minutes at most. If you have any questions for me on things that's going on or anything in general, just let me know in live chat. While that's going, I'm going to try to get something PAX related up so you guys can see. PAX East, baby. So let's see here if I could transition. All right, so here you can see this is the PAX East website. We go to buy badges. You can see that the Saturday only badge is sold out. I don't recommend that one anyway because it's you know, it's kind of expensive. I mean, so Saturday is really the worst day to go. So like it makes it makes no sense to show up to a convention and pay, you know, because that's $67 isn't it? There's taxes and stuff, so $70 for the whole day, and stand in line for 6 of those hours because you're gonna be standing in 3 different lines or something, maybe 2 hours in each line. It doesn't make sense. So I would highly recommend you either come on a Thursday or a Sunday. Okay, anything that's just low inventory, you definitely don't want to go because those are high demand days. What's this? Digital pass. Okay, whatever. They're trying to freaking get on that train as well, huh? That's stupid. So let's take a look at guests. Got these guys coming. I don't know who they are. I mean, I'm supposing that they're some famous people. Markiplier here or anything? Any names I recognize? Nope. Nobody I know. Outside Xbox Overtune? That might be a band or something. I'm not exactly sure. Yep, nobody I know. Special guest. Let's see. Oh, we got some streamers here. Let's see. Nobody I know really. Let me take a look. Oh, I know this guy. I've actually met him in person, and yes, his head is that bald. He's the creator of Penny Arcade, or one of the creators. He's there at every show, and nobody knows who he is, so it works perfectly. Let's see. Do you guys know any of these people? I have no idea who. I guess I'm just a boomer. I just know. I'm trying to really honestly check to see if there's anybody I know. Who's this? Is this Finn? No, that's a weird name. That's not Finn. Yep, I have no idea who are. Okay, so let's take a look at the Expo Hall map, and I will tell you where I will be because I got a view of that. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the map. So here's the map, guys. My section, right, the area I will be controlling is literally right in front. So as soon as you come in, these stairs right here, right? As soon as you come down these stairs, I will be this section right here. So can I highlight it? No, I can't. So from I Buy Power, so basically, here we go. I'll be in charge of this area as a zone leader. So, you know, Pokemon, Nintendo. Oh my God, this is going to suck. Logitech, we got a RS, we got I Buy Power. PM Studios, they make some game stuff. Yarby Games is pretty good. They make some board games. These little star things means they have a Penny Arcade pin for sale. And yeah, so I'll be right in this area if you do come to the show. And this is the Expo Hall. It's kind of small this year. It's like half the size. It's kind of unfortunate. It's really gotten smaller over the years. Anyways, guys, so yeah, that's going to be all I want to say about PAX. Let me take a look at chat real quick. You pay me. Shameless plug for the future. Yeah, Soul7, exactly. And Soul7, thank you very much for posting the link to our Discord. Of course, guys, if you guys want to play good games and stuff, please join the Discord and see me there. And I'm often in live chat, so if you ever have any questions for me, if you want to just talk to me, I'll be there. I don't know how long that's going to last, though. Fixation 500 says, I DM you a mixer. If it isn't good, it's broken. Okay, all right. Thank you. Thanks, man. I'll check it out. I'll check out my DMs after this is over. Fixation says broken. Fixation says, you said train hasn't been looted yet. Yeah, the train has not been looted yet. Efren says, you gonna visit hardware conventions like CES? One in early June. So my rule on going to conventions is that I need to leave after the show is completely done. I need to leave with zero money out of pocket for cost of getting there, hotels, and yeah, that's about it. So if it costs me money, if I have to pay for my own plane ticket, if I have to pay for my own hotel, and I have to work for free, then no, I don't go to those cons. I make it a point to never pay for cons. I only work at the conventions. I don't generally go as an attendee anymore. I used to back in like 2016, 2017, but after you've worked at a convention, it's really difficult to go to the other side of the fence. And I can make a whole series about this if you want, but it's definitely something that I really enjoy. Unfortunately, some things in my life are changing right now, so I'm gonna have to cut a lot of them out. Next year, I might not be doing conventions anymore, and it's gonna be really sad and kind of tragic, but it might just have to go that way if I want to become an adult and continue to advance in my career and my life. Take a look. Fixation 500 says, do any of them have 8K VR content? I'm sure like half of them do, because I mean, let's face it, they're attractive, right? Socially attractive. I personally, anyone that's really attractive, I am personally really like not into, because I don't know, like just my personal opinion, people that are very socially acceptable, like it has all the genetic lottery winnings that they did nothing to get, that they were just born with, I feel like they lead a certain life that just makes their personality pretty bad. And I really haven't had any good experiences with people that have a lot on the look side. So I try to avoid people like that, because it just generally doesn't turn out to be a good relationship. Just me personally. I mean, I could be wrong. Not all people are like that. Fixation 500 says, wear baggy pants so you can stick a few 4090s in them. No. I don't want to get fired. That's a big no. Efren says 1600K GPU loot. Aura's booth is close by. Yes, it is. I could just go there, right? Fixation says you can write them off as a business expense. Yes, I do. But you got to remember, a business expense is only like 20%. So if I spend $1,000, I'm only getting $200 back. I'm not getting it all back. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's only if you pay taxes enough anyway. But yeah, I do keep all my going to conventions as a business expense. Efren says, advance in career, is that possible? Yeah, I mean, so think about it like this. My whole life, I've been working to make money for other people. These conventions are a for-profit entity, and me working there as a volunteer is literally making money for other people off my free labor and time and money. And I don't know about you guys, but I hate getting shadow worked and getting used essentially. About almost 2 years ago now, I was in a situation where something like that was happening. And when I expressed I didn't like that, the solution was to get rid of me. So I know there's a lot of, comment about that, but that's how I personally felt. And, it never got rectified in my opinion. It's just the way it is on certain things. And you kind of learn through life how, me being a nicer person that wants to help out, I get taken advantage of a lot, but what goes around comes around. Everyone that's taken advantage of me in some way has, got it to them either by me or someone else, usually by someone else, because I try not to do the revenge thing. It's satisfying at first, it is, but at the end of the day, I feel like a horrible soul if I, go and Joker bomb people from a distance. Yeah, totally. I feel horrible about it. Let's see here. Fixation 500 says only 20% you're doing it wrong. LOL. Okay, Fixation, you're going to have a chat. I'm going to send you a pastry for your time, and we're going to figure out how this works. Because if I recall correctly, to do it totally legally, you can only write it off on your taxes. So it's as if you had that much. If I had $2,000 of taxes, then I write $1,000 off on my taxes. Yeah. I don't get taxed for $1,000, but tax rate's only 20%, at least for me. So you only get 20% off of that 1,000. At least that's how I think it works. Let me know. We'll talk about it later on. Efren says, oh, I didn't know conventions are a business. I thought you meant day job. Yeah. Day job. Yeah. I'm going to try to advance in that career as well. I got a little bit more to go. I haven't capped out at that place yet. Hopefully not, because that would suck. I don't want to be there for 20 years at this pay rate. Okay, so who keeps freaking pinging me left and right? Oh, it's my Slack from the Enforcer Expo Hall. They're pinging me about the convention stuff. All right, guys. So yeah, we are getting into the 30-minute portion of the stream. If you guys have any final questions or anything you want to ask me, otherwise you can always ask me in Discord. And thank you to Soul7 for linking it in the live chat. I'll be there hanging out in about an hour from now. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna relax a little bit, watch a little TV, probably take a shower, and then I'll be back ready to play some DMZ. Am I addicted? Sure. Call it what you want, but it's my mental break right now. I know myself to the point where I have a breakdown or I go psychotic, start murdering people or something, minor details like that. To prevent that from happening, I know my limits and I take a break and just relax and just kind of chill out. That way I know, I could do it again, because you can only take so much mental bull crap before you just explode. All right, guys, so that is all I had for today. Thank you to everyone that joined tonight. Looks like we got a good amount of views. We got 13 views and we only got 3 likes. So why don't we hit that like button on the way out, guys? Let YouTube know that you like these videos. If you don't like it, well, at least let me know in the comments why. Well, with that, guys, it's been a great night. I'm going to have some wonderful gaming a little later on, about 30 minutes or so. So make sure to join the Discord, link to the description below. And well, same bad time, same bad channel. Maybe next week. I don't know. You'll know. I'll put an announcement out or something like that. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.